Got it.
What? Go.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Welcome to Spitballs. Ah, this is Jason Rosenberg, a new talent coming in.
Yeah, test
Former
Newcastle's on
editor.
vacation, so we promoted the producer.
Former producer. He was kind of kicked to the back burner for a little bit, and now he's been reacquired as talent.
Happy Hanukkah to all the Jews out there.
Great.
That was maybe the worst intro in Spitball's history.
Great. Okay. So for everybody that doesn't know, Jason is like a film specialist. Every film ever. So he came up with an idea.
Yeah.
So we're going to draft.
What are we going to draft those?
What is this kid doing?
We're going to draft some sports movies.
Yeah. How many rounds do you want to go? 4 or 5?
We'll do like the TikTok people do. They do 5.
Okay.
Do you know enough?
How do we determine the order?
Oh, I know enough.
Okay.
Oh, let's just go like a
Sound was enough. Yeah, sound was
We spin a wheel.
Let's just like go in a circle.
I kind of want to spin a wheel.
Fine.
Because who's to determine who gets the first pick? Wheel.
Bro got a phone call.
All right, I'm making a wheel. 1 second. Sal. Jason.
Corrupt.
Greg.
Hurry up.
All right, relax. All right, can you see it?
Yeah.
No, can you really? It's like kind of.
No one cares. Just spin.
All right, Sal. What is it? Speak, Greg.
Wait 1 sec. That's Jason gets the first pick. Okay.
It's only fitting.
Second is going to be.
Oh, man.
Oh, Sal, shut the fuck up. We're doing this so late, and it's all your fault. So,
come on.
Sal gets the second pick, and then the third pick is gonna go to me.
Okay.
Greg's gonna be last.
What the hell?
Jason, you're on the clock.
Jason is on the clock.
So with my first pick of the 2022 sports movie draft, I'm gonna take the Titans.
Remember
Dude, that was actually my first pick.
Oh yeah.
Just like equality and
that was actually gonna be my first pick.
Jason's all about equality.
peace.
Okay. The second pick, I'm gonna take Rocky.
Fucking idiot.
Which one?
Weak pick.
I'm gonna go with Rocky 1.
Rocky. All right. Well, you both fumbled your first pick, and I'm gonna take the clear number 1 overall, and that is Miracle on Ice.
I was about to say you're gonna take Miracle.
So
it's a good pick.
It's an L for you two.
Very patriotic movie.
No, remember the Titans is clearly the number 1 overall pick.
No, overrated.
That's not.
All right, Greg, you get 2 picks
I'm
now.
gonna go with.
We're doing Snake? No, we're not.
Yes, we're doing Snake.
No, we're not.
Snake is only fair.
Snake's only fair, yeah.
No. Does the NFL do Snake?
This is shut
Well,
up.
you earned your picks in the NFL.
Are we the NFL? Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go my
Football
first
does
pick,
Snake.
the longest yard with Adam Sandler. And then second pick, think Blindside. The Blind
I
Side.
like that one.
sign.
All right. Let's see here. Let me pull up my document of sports movies.
Bro, hurry up.
I don't know. Longest Yard, not even like the best comedy.
Yeah, I don't think the longest yard is that. That was a terrible pick.
I think I'm gonna go with
Bro, you're bugging.
I think I'm gonna go with Moneyball.
Dude, fuck.
Just because I know Sal wanted it, and now he can't have it.
All right. I'm gonna go with a classic. I'm gonna go with Rudy.
Okay.
I think that's a pretty,
All right.
So Sal took Rocky as his first pick, and I don't think that's the best Rocky movie. I think Rocky 3 is gonna be better than.
I don't get like the whole franchise. Like,
No, you don't get the whole franchise.
Bro tried to pick 5 movies in one.
All
Okay.
right, so Rocky 3, you said, Jason.
Fuck the Russians. Oh wait. Yeah, that's
Third pick.
that's 4. I meant 4.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's 4. I was gonna say
I meant 4. I meant 4.
4. And with your third pick,
We're gonna go peak comedy here. Dodgeball.
fuck you. That's the
That-
comment
that
I
is
was
a
gonna
terrible
take.
movie. That is an
Take
awful
terrible.
pick.
Dude, Sal, what are you talking about?
That movie is so corny.
So corny.
Average Sal take.
Average Sal take. Oh
I don't
my
think you're- I
God,
don't think you're gonna
taking
like it.
L after L today. Oh my
I don't think
God.
anyone's gonna like this pick, but I'm gonna go with the Mighty Ducks, the second one.
Not bad.
Inferior hockey movie.
It's
All
alright.
right. All right, let's look.
Well, I wanted to round out my sports.
It's alright.
Give me a second. Give me a second. I think I'm gonna go with Talladega Nights.
Oh my god.
Mm.
Dude, that was my pick.
Dude, Frank's
love
just
that
stealing everyone's picks.
Dude, Frank has gone 3 for 3 here.
That's not true.
All right, Greg, 3 and 4.
Huh. I go through this here. Think. I'm gonna go with Creed.
Okay, I like
Solid
it.
pick there. And then Happy Gilmore.
Nice.
Good.
Hmm. I have 3 movies I'm deciding between here. I think I'm gonna go with Coach Carter.
Gonna be completely honest, I don't even know what that is.
Basketball movie.
If you're not
Yeah.
from the streets, Sal, you wouldn't really know.
Yeah, Sal just isn't hood like that.
All right, I'm gonna take one that I definitely could get undrafted, but I'm gonna take Rookie of the Year.
What the fuck is that?
I love that
What is
movie.
that?
You know what that is?
Average Sal take.
Sal
It's
said
when-
dodgeball was bad, but he's talking about rookie.
It's
of the
when the kid breaks his arm and then it becomes a pitcher for the Cubs.
Shut the fuck up. All right, Jason, 4 and 5. Your last 2 picks.
4. I don't know if you guys seen it. Ford versus Ferrari.
Okay.
That's a sports movie?
It's a
I
racing
guess,
movie.
yeah, I guess it is.
Meister would agree with me there. So.
Oh,
And
I
then-
have a
If we're
steal.
name dropping, then I know Coach Carter is off the movie.
I have a steal that we just completely forgot about.
and then
Jason, your last pick.
5. Honestly, we're gonna go with Karate Kid.
No, dude, what
Oh.
the fuck? That's what I just. Okay,
Just hate bullies, you know.
I didn't really have a backup on.
Max knows.
I just hate bullies.
I hate kids getting bullied out there. Just learn karate and stick it to the man.
I was literally about to do that. Fuck.
Have the inspiration. So.
Hold on. Ooh, I'm gonna go with 42. I feel like that was a real like storyteller.
Or like the other
Oh.
movies, not
All
stories.
right. With my final pick, I'm gonna go with The Water Boy.
No. Do I get 2 picks here or one? Or do I not
Just
get?
one.
One?
Mr. Irrelevant. Who's Greg's Mr. Irrelevant?
Space Jam.
Space Jam.
OG
I
one.
could have had such a good draft if my picks weren't taken before me 3 times.
Well, you just gotta should be a better draft strategizer. Maybe wake up before 1 a.m. or 1 p.m.
Yeah, I didn't have a good draft.
I feel like I'm, winning every series in 4. Like there's just W after W. Jason has a good
I have the
squad
best
too.
football movie, best comedy.
Ideally, I would have Moneyball on my team, and I would have.
It's like being like ideally I would have drafted, number 1 overall, number 2 overall. And
No,
You could
but
have taken Moneyball. You picked before me.
yeah, I know.
Like
Anyway,
just wanted Rocky instead.
And ideally, I would also have the Karate Kid.
shut up.
But you don't. Like, that's all there is to it. Okay. So that is the sports movies draft with Mr. Jason Rosenberg.
Mister.
All right. Now we can talk about Deport days.
Can we talk about the hat on Frank's head and how they got absolutely dominated in the trenches by the New York Football
All right,
Giants?
they got
Outplayed by
dominated.
the referees. It was all the referees.
I've had quite a few days to sit on it and think about what transpired on Sunday night. I have decided that we played like shit. I'll give you that. Did not play very well. However, the 2-point call that was called back because of
That's the one you're mad about?
was incredibly soft.
Dude, that was
Almost every single person that knows anything thinks that the illegal formation was bullshit. And if you were going to call it that much by the book with no time left on the clock, then you have to call that pass interference at the end of the game too.
The
That was
2-point conversion
and say
is
the
a foul.
refs had way too much of a say in the outcome of that game. So it was incredibly disappointing that a team that doesn't make the playoffs that frequently is gonna get maybe screwed over when in reality they didn't get outplayed that badly.
Did you watch the overtime game when your whoever on your defense tried to take the ball out of our hands when we're trying to line up to spike the ball? Like, is that not delay of game? That got screwed there. And last year, when Dexter Lawrence lined up offsides, which is not offsides, on the game-winning field goal that you missed.
Okay.
There's missed calls in every game. You can't.
I understand, but there was 3 in. I again.
In this specific,
we did not deserve to win.
In this specific rivalry,
we played like shit. We did not deserve to win. But there was 3 separate occasions where the refs literally.
I don't think the 2-point conversion was that bad.
What?
I don't think the 2-point conversion was that.
It was.
Bro,
it was
how do you run a pick play, which is literally a play designed to foul?
He was turning around. He was running a hitch.
He literally did.
He was using his hands a little bit.
I don't think you can do this.
The line of scrimmage. It's not like he was manhandling him. It was a soft call. That's all there is. It was soft. And then the last 2 plays were ridiculous. He checked with the referee. The referee said he was good. And then he still had his hand in his back pocket ready to throw the flag. Like,
he said he was good. Or no, he said he had to move up.
Then he did.
No. Terry was like, do I need to move up? He goes like this. He puts his hand down. Terry gives him a thumbs up again. He didn't give him like a second thumbs up. I mean, it still was like.
According to Terry, he had verbal approval of his alignment.
Do we have like a mic? Like,
what? I don't know. That was like
it
was everyone in the world knew that they were gonna run it from the 1-yard line.
Remember the ref in the Steelers watched the game? Like,
even know
it's a stupid rule. It is a very stupid rule.
Like, that was just like the ref didn't need to throw that flag, and it wouldn't have affected anybody.
The PI was definitely PI. Like, I'll give
and yeah, it was PI. So
Frank, do you remember when the ref forgot to turn off his mic?
All right, shut the fuck up. We still won that game.
Did you see the hands to the face on Thibodeau on the same play?
You see, all right, then they should have thrown the flag on that too, and it should have been a replay it down.
I agree.
And replay.
Yeah. If you're gonna call it by the book on one play, you have to call it by the book on every play. You have to be consistent at the very least.
However, it's the NFL, and we know people make the refs make mistakes every single time.
And they don't get held accountable. And every year they say, "Oh, we're gonna hold them accountable," and then every year they don't hold them accountable, and then the same shit happens over and over again.
I just think
so while the really good teams will find a way to get past all the referee bullshit and still win games, teams like us, where like we might make the playoffs, this is how we get fucked out of it.
I still think they're gonna make the playoffs.
I do too, because the Lions are the Lions, and they're gonna find ways to lose at the end of the season when games are important. But it's just very.
Aaron Rodgers might.
Packers actually are gonna make it.
Yeah, there it is.
If you can get,
it's just whoever wins. If you get to 9 games, you're gonna make it. I think we could beat the Browns and the Cowboys.
At least we'll get to 9 games. They actually might have to get to 10 if we have the tiebreaker. If we have the tie.
Well, who else is the Seahawks aren't gonna get there? The Lions might.
No, but if we have 9 wins, they need 10 wins because we have a tie.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, we have to get to 9. Is what I'm saying. So yeah, I think like the Cowboys have to do is the Cowboys at home week 18. Like, they're gonna be stuck at the 5 seed. They're not gonna. That game doesn't matter for them.
Cowboys, no, they're not.
Is that Greg? Steelers.
Yeah, all the Steelers have to do is win out. Have the Patriots lose 2 out of 3, the Jets lose 2 out of 3, the Jaguars lose 1 out of 3, and either the Dolphins or Chargers lose out.
Lose out. Yeah, and Tess isn't here, but we were all right about the Lions, and he was wrong about the Lions.
no, for sure.
So I wish he was here to choke on
The
that.
Jets should win this game. That was
They
a
could
lie.
have won the game, but
That
he
was
was
a
like,
lie. But that was the
like they're
line
going to.
Like,
which was okay.
I like Dan Campbell. I think he should deserve the playoff.
Wait, I'm Nose. Do you have a hot take for the end of the video?
I don't even have one. Actually, I do have one.
I'll think.
I always think about it on the spot.
Well, think of one.
All right, Pro Bowl rosters
Anyway.
come out.
Yeah, I'll pull the Pro Bowl rosters up. We'll go position by position, and like
I
approve
should
or
say.
disapprove.
I'm just gonna say it right now. Andrew Thomas got snubbed.
All right. Well, we'll get there.
It's a good
Wait,
thing
you're not
Pro
like-
Bowl doesn't matter.
You're not actually a Pro Bowler if you're an alternate.
A lot of the
You're a Pro Bowl alternate.
Well, like there's the starters, and then there's
It's flag football, so I don't like they're doing it differently.
all right. Well, the people
Yeah,
that
I'm
are
trying to
posted on the
diminish
NFL
the
Instagram are Pro
accomplishments.
Bowlers.
Okay.
Okay, so the quarterbacks, the AFC, it's Mahomes, Allen, and Burrow. I mean, like that's fine.
Dude, Tua had the most votes. I don't know. Like I don't understand how the system works.
The voting has some part in it, but I think the players and coaches also vote.
This
I'm
is
fine.
flawed.
I'm fine with
People
that.
in the league know that Tua's a bum.
I'm okay with that.
And then in the NFC, it's Hurts, Geno, and Cousins. Like the NFC quarterbacks suck, so
Yeah, I don't like. There's no one to put in over Cousins.
yeah, you can make an argument for Fields, but that's about it. If Garoppolo didn't get hurt, you can
What
make an
about
argument
Danny
for him
Dimes?
too.
I think Danny Dimes is like actually in the conversation, but like he
Maybe.
definitely doesn't deserve it.
But I don't know. Kirk has been really fucking solid this year. So all right, running backs.
That's where I have a problem.
Yeah, that's the first real. I mean, the AFC running backs are fine.
How
Chubb,
is Christian
Jacobs, and
McCaffrey
Henry.
not in it?
What?
How is Christian McCaffrey not?
Yeah, I
in it?
know that's some bullshit. I mean, I'm thrilled Pollard made it.
There's no one I would put in over Pollard actually, besides Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, McCaffrey definitely deserves it over Sanders though.
They
But
really
it's got to be embarrassing if you're Zeke to have your backup make the Pro Bowl. Like,
Is
I
he
mean,
the
he's not the back. Like no one thinks of him as a backup anymore.
yeah, I know, but like he's technically the backup.
Everyone knows he's better.
Who are the other two running backs?
The NFC East just runs. them.
Saquon and Miles Sanders.
That's all I say.
Miles Sanders should be out.
Yeah, it should have been McCaffrey.
Jalen Hurts is literally their RB1. But then they also use Gainwell a lot, and they also use
Yeah, they have Boston Scott. They have 3 running backs that are all pretty much identical. Like Miles Sanders does not.
just the start.
No one cares about the fullbacks. They'll be the same until both of them retire.
Christian Juszczyk.
Kyle Juszczyk and Patrick Ricard. Receivers once again dominated by the NFC East.
Not us.
Not you, because you guys don't have any receivers. But
I was
thank
fine
the
with that.
Lord Terry finally made it.
I was fine with that.
So happy. I mean, you can make an argument for Amon-Ra over Lamb or Terry.
Oh yeah, I did see him on right. Yeah. But,
Whatever.
oh,
Monra?
I saw an argument. Jalen Waddle deserves it over Jamar Chase because
Oh, he definitely does.
Jamar Chase missed 4 games or whatever.
Yeah, he totally does.
Yeah.
But
Whatever. What are you gonna do?
what are you gonna do? And then the tight ends, it just shows you like
There's
how
no
much better Kelsey is than every other tight
There's
end.
actually like no good tight ends in this.
I know.
league.
There's literally none.
Like,
It's Kelsey.
Kittle's actually a really good tight end. He's just not a receiving.
Muth. Fryer
And-
Muth.
What?
I mean, like, Mark Andrews has been pretty fucking irrelevant this year. But I feel like there's 4 tight ends, and then there's the rest of the. There's 1 tight end, then there's 3 tight
Yeah,
ends, and
Hawkinson
then
is
the rest of
barely
the tight
good.
ends. So like, he just
Zach Ertz was doing good, and then he just kind of got injured.
So is Dallas Goddard.
Nice.
Dallas Goddard is having a really nice season.
yeah. But I feel like again, until these guys retire or fall off, it's gonna be the same 4. Or
Darren
if
Waller
Kyle
would've
Pitts
been
gets a
if it wasn't-
quarterback, maybe he'll jump in there one year.
Kyle Pitts.
I don't really want to talk about the offensive lineman because
Andrew Thomas deserved a Pro Bowl vote. He's literally going to be AP All First Team, and he's not going to be in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah,
Who
well,
cares?
the Pro Bowl's a joke. So
Fucking insane.
it's also like positions like offensive line and like cornerback,
It's just
there's no like
popularity.
It's just
You
name
can't
brand.
measure.
It's
yeah,
just
there's no
whoever's-
like statistical evidence to prove that someone's better than another besides like pass block win rate.
there's like analytics. And Andrew Thomas.
Like,
is the best tackle in the league.
There's no like touchdowns and reception.
Alexander and Sauce Gardner. I think those are perfect picks for this
Was.
cornerback position. Coming from a cornerback, speaking, I've
Oh yeah, freshman cornerback Jason.
freshman, sophomore,
It's actually the sophomore team starting quarterback.
Oh,
And-
okay.
So
and JV.
No, I'm not a big
no, it wasn't JV.
quarterback guru, but I've been hearing people say JC Horn got screwed.
Oh yeah, JC Horn told like over Jair,
Yeah.
100%.
It's just like you can't. It's so hard to judge these guys.
Who's that dude on the Commanders that made
That made he's the special teamer.
it?
Yeah, my boy Jeremy Reeves. He's actually a dog. Like, he's a pretty fucking like he's obviously like he's a better he's a
Expressway,
special
baby.
teams player, but he's pretty fucking solid safety too. Okay.
Expressway.
But like defensive back is like so hard to judge. So if you're not on a good team, you're not gonna make it as a defensive back, I feel like. Unless your name is like super hyped up or you
Justin Tucker's low-key having a down year. I'm not gonna lie.
catch
Did he
losses.
miss against the Bengals or Browns or something?
Against the Giants too.
He's missed a couple times, I think.
But he's still a Pro Bowl kicker. He's like-
Finally.
Who else?
Yeah, like
He's
is
tortured-
Xavier Howard
tortured me
really a
for
top four
years.
No, I
cornerback in the
think
AFC?
that- like, it's
Like
just
probably
name.
not, but like how many cornerbacks can you name in the AFC? Like who cares?
Okay,
like,
Sauce
everyone-
Gardner definitely deserves it.
Sauce Gardner's
Sauce
like a
Gardner,
Holden
Darius
Merchant.
Slay, and Trayvon Diggs are the only three that I know for a
Holden
fact. deserve
Merchant.
it.
I think Surtan's probably deserving of it. Wallen is
Patrick
definitely
Surtain?
deserving of it.
I don't know. I
But,
don't watch
like-
much Patrick Surtain highlights.
I haven't watched, but like
Who
Marlon
watches highlights
Humphrey,
of
Xavier
corners?
Howard, and Jair strictly got in because people know their names.
Oh, for sure.
Like I would definitely put JC Horn over Jair Alexander this year. I think
I think.
DBU go Cox. All right. Any other positions of interest?
I don't even know what's happening in the Pro Bowl league.
Okay, I was just watching. I just had NFL Network on. It's so there's like 8 different skills challenges. So I think like the receivers play a game of dodgeball against each other and like shit like that for all the position groups. So each of those is worth 2 points, I think. And then so like the winner gets 2 points for the conference, whatever. Then there's 3 separate flag football games. And the first 2 are worth 6, I think. And the last one is worth 36.
So, whoever
So the
wins
skills
last game
challenges and the first 2 games mean
Oh,
jack shit.
That's retarded.
I know. It's so stupid.
They just want to make it so the last game determines the winner.
Literally.
Average
but it's-
NFL.
Wait, what's the flag football game?
What do you mean?
Is that like with regular football?
Isn't there
game?
like a flag football game?
That's what I said. Didn't I just say that?
I'm so confused.
Say
There's
dodge-
3 flag football
Oh, I
games.
thought you said 3 dodgeball games.
No, 3 flag football games. There's like 8 skills challenges. Dodgeball would be an example of that. And then there's 3 flag football games.
They're like 7-on-7 flag football. Like,
I have no idea. Because
Like,
like,
how
what
do
are
you,
the
like-
offensive
yeah,
linemen?
like what are they supposed to do?
I don't really know. There's probably gonna be one out there to snap the ball. Other than that, I don't really know how it's gonna work.
Like,
It's
there's-
hard to do a all-star game for the NFL when no one gives a fuck about it. Like the players don't want
it
to
makes
play.
sense. They get hurt every single week.
Yeah. It's like realistically, the Pro Bowl is just so you could say, oh, he was a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, but it's also stupid because I think
It is like
think
all all-star games. are
when you're going into like contract negotiations and Hall of Fame stuff, they're looking at how many All Pro first teams are you. They're not looking at how many Pro Bowls are you.
I know, but like when Hall of Fame considerations come into play, like oh, it was an
Mhm.
8-time Pro Bowl or whatever. That's all that matters.
It's just
for.
Trubisky is a Pro Bowler.
It's a nice honor,
Um,
especially
yeah,
for
it's
guys
not-
like
it's not
Jeremy
a mention.
Reeves who like have been cut 12 times. Like it's nice to get recognized, I guess. But do people actually give a fuck about the Pro Bowl? No.
So I really just dissed the money match.
Yeah, what the fuck? MVP is an absolute goon.
All right.
All right. Is there more NFL topics we'd like to hit on?
What punters? Punchers are in the All-Star.
Tressway, the GOAT,
Chiefs
made
punter
it.
got the long hair.
And I don't know who the AFC punter was.
The Chiefs.
What?
Chiefs.
They don't even punt. What the fuck?
Dude,
Chiefs.
the long ass hair.
Yeah,
Chiefs.
I know who you're talking. What I don't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about now. But they don't punt.
His name is
Is it
actually
Thomas Morstead?
Tommy Townsend.
Townsend. That's what it is. Yeah, they don't fucking
Dude, I
punt.
didn't even know Jason Myers was like a good kicker. Like he's the kicker for the NFC. Like, okay.
For the Seahawks. I knew that because I paid attention to some kickers.
Wait, Jason and Sal, do you guys play? Oh wait, no, Sal, you won in fantasy, right?
Yeah, I came back and beat Jason with his own running back.
Oh, so Sal can no longer get punished.
Kind of rigged.
Jason can get punished.
Dude,
right?
Aaron Jones, I was down by like 1 point. Aaron Jones had like a 10-yard run but fumbled. So I was like still down 1 point and I was like so depressed. And then they got the ball back and he ran for like 20 yards and I won.
That would have been so funny if Jason won because of that. Because I saw that play and I was like, oh, Sal's gonna be heated.
He like popped off that game too. Like I didn't even realize I still had a chance, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm like, oh, let me check my my fantasy team.
Oh yeah, I thought I won, and then you
And I
texted
see
me.
that-
Greg and I are in the final four.
I thought
So
I was losing by like 5.
I'm hoping to meet him in the championship. That would be electric.
I think I'm playing Sammy this week, and like he's one of the worst
Yeah,
teams.
I'm in the championship for a league that pays more money, so or I'm in the
Shut
semifinals.
the fuck up. No one cares. This is the Spitballz League. This is what people care
That's what the
about.
higher ups. We're not really with them.
All right.
Jason what?
Jason takes a little shot at Quinn the Casual,
I was actually with
the old
them.
UFC.
Take a little shot at the league you got kicked out of.
Okay. Anything else? Do we want to talk about who we think's gonna make the playoffs?
I don't think it changed from last week.
Yeah. I kind of still think that both the Giants and Commies are gonna make it.
And I think the Jets are gonna miss.
And Patriots, I thought that originally the Patriots would make it. I now
Dude, that was
don't.
awful.
Oh yeah, we
How
have to
do
talk
that?
about that. That was
That's
so
such a crucial moment of your season. Like
it's
you need
and I'll
a
tell,
win.
like what probably happened was Ramondre pitched it to him from like 2 yards away, thinking, "Oh, we like this is a safe play, like this is a safe lateral,
I don't blame him on that.
and it might help us score." And then Jacoby got the ball on a pitch and probably was thinking in his head, "Oh, we're lateraling it to try and score," and he launched it across the fucking
But you
field.
gotta know the situation.
I know you do, and he obviously
Ramondre
did.
blamed himself, Mac Jones blamed himself, and Jacoby Myers blamed himself in the press conference.
Yeah.
Which I thought
And
was
we all know whose fault it really
I thought
was.
that was very mature and very Patriots like. Like
It was very.
imagine Zach Wilson, like he would blame someone else.
This is why the
Mac
Jets
Jones
will
got
never sniff the
stiff-armed.
playoffs while he is on the
Mac
roster.
Jones did get stiff armed, but like anyone's getting stiff armed there.
Oh yeah, dude. That who was it? It was Hassan Reddick, right?
No, it's Chandler Jones.
Chandler Jones. They're the same person. Well, he's an animal.
Like,
So-
anyone, like no one's expecting the ball there, and then just
Yeah. And you're like Mac Jones. Like he is not like he's not
like
the most
maybe
athletic
like
guy on
Josh
the
Allen.
field.
Maybe Josh Allen makes a tackle.
I don't even think Josh Allen's making that tackle.
Maybe Matt South makes it.
Like Big Ben would make that tackle.
He actually would.
No, Heineke would make that tackle because Heineke has
Heineke
no
would look
regard
like
for
it.
his own safety.
So does
Big
Josh
Ben
Allen.
made a
Josh Allen
safe
got that.
tackle in the 2006 AFC divisional round.
That's just like I don't know. How do you like that was your playoff chances right there.
Well, let me look at it. Like
They're pretty much done.
they're 7-7. Miami's 8-6. Chargers are 8-6. Dude, the fall from grace for Miami is so funny. Like they are not good.
I still think they'll make it.
They'll probably make it because the Patriots are not good either, and the Jets are not good either.
Dude, the Jaguars though.
But
They might
yeah,
actually win the division.
they could-
If they win out, they win the division.
they're genuinely like right on the Titans trail.
They're 1 game behind, and they play.
Like I don't think anyone, like no football fan 2 weeks ago even considered it a possibility that the Titans didn't make the playoffs. And then you look at the standings and they're 1 game back.
Because no one watches Titans games. Like we just kind of assume they're gonna win that.
We just because they're the Titans and they're in a division with the teams that are considered 3 of the worst in football
Oh, yeah.
They should delete the AFC South.
and the
Trevor
NFC
Lawrence,
South. Just cut the country off.
Trevor
on
Lawrence
top of
has a
Texas.
beard. Has a
It's
rock.
just
What?
Pathetic. And then
Lawrence has arrived.
we are 100% going to get a first round playoff matchup between the Bucks and the Cowboys.
I don't know about that.
What?
The Panthers and the Saints and the Falcons are all 1 game behind. You don't think any of them have a chance? I think the Panthers actually have a chance.
Well, what's the Panthers? The Panthers play the Lions this week, right?
They're all 1 game back. Like they're all tied at 5-9, and the Bucks.
Right, the Panthers don't play a team that's over 500. They play the Lions, who
the
are
Bucks are
500.
just so bad. They're
And
worse.
then
They have a
the
worse
Bucks
record than the
and
Titans.
I really hope they beat the Lions this week.
And
That'd be fucking awesome.
The Falcons and the Panthers both play the Bucks. So if either of them win that, they're gonna pass.
They're in good shape. But who do the Bucks play too? Because like
Bucks play the Panthers, the Falcons, and the Cardinals. I mean, like they definitely should make the playoffs, but if they lose one of those games,
bad.
yeah, I know.
They're so bad. Like none of those 3 teams are gonna win out. So like they're all gonna win one of those next 3 games, and then the Bucks are still gonna have the better record because they all won the same amount of
The
games.
thing is, I think the Cowboys are going to beat the Bucks.
That's what Sean thinks.
I think they'll beat whoever.
Like they're so much better, but they can't win in the playoffs, and Tom Brady always wins in the playoffs.
Dude, Tom Brady can't win games right now. Like
He's like too depressed right now. You know, Antonio Brown and his ex-wife. Don't mean to go
Jason
off.
knows. Jason,
I'm not a big football guy right now.
he has his own love triangle.
Yeah, dude.
He's going through right now.
You know, I know how it feels. Okay, you see, your heart just gets broken. You're just down and blue.
Like Jason, could you compete at a high level right now?
Like, no, I couldn't. Honestly,
did you ever compete at a high level?
Could
Dude,
when
sophomore year, he was competing at the highest level possible. Sophomore football.
Yeah.
when
He
I
was
had,
performing.
I had a girl like riding me that. No, I didn't. But
Yeah,
All right, it's time for intermission. All right.
Come back.
Next week we'll do bowl games, which I'm excited for. But we'll let
NYC.
the baseball nerds talk about baseball.
we got facts. Us baseball nerds.
As a New York baseball fans, I'm sorry to the San Francisco Giants for stealing 2 players.
No,
That's
fuck
gotta
the
be
Giants.
rough.
the Mets,
Dude,
the
that's
Mets
gotta
lineup
be
is
so-
unstoppable.
What's their payroll
How
now?
are you gonna $500 million? Who gives a
That's
fuck?
actually crazy because the cap is like 220 or something like that.
No, the cap's like 350. Really?
Really?
All right, still
No,
$500 million.
It's $500 million with the tax they have to pay.
Yeah.
Their actual payroll is under. So like,
They've
still.
spent $800 million total dollars since free agency started.
And that's like 4% of Steve Cohen's.
They're
net worth.
still not going to win the World Series.
Dude, like, no matter what you want to say, like, you want to be like, oh my God, it's the same old Mets. Like, it's not. Dude, we're literally
It's
gonna
always the
dominate.
same
We're
Mets.
literally gonna, dude, you're literally the
Every
same
year,
old
just
Yankees.
last year
You're the
wasn't the
same
same
old,
old Mets.
you're literally the
Before that, it wasn't
same.
the same old-
No, you're a worse Yankees team than you were last year.
Dude, I'm not talking
No,
about the
you're
Yankees.
worse.
They're still the Mets.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
How
whatever.
are we worse? We got a better pitcher.
Whatever.
We're literally the same.
Oh,
pitcher.
sorry, you got one starter.
So how are we worse?
Sorry, you got a starter. Sorry, you're the same as last year.
We lost the
We also have Sevy for a full year.
Oh, they got Sevy for a full year.
And
We also have
Montas.
LeMahieu, who's actually
Yeah.
going to be healthy.
Well, maybe.
Oh, he's actually gonna be healthy. How do you time teller?
Bro, Carl, you just signed a guy who failed a physical.
Bro, he didn't fail a physical. Him and the Giants had a difference of opinion on the physical.
What else does that mean?
Bro, we obviously wouldn't sign him if he failed our physical
Yeah, no.
that he's taking today.
Is your physical like fraud? Like,
Brandon Nimmo leading off. Francisco Lindor, then Carlos Correa,
but
Pete
did we not
Alonso,
have this
Starling
that
Marte.
conversation last year when the Mets were like 50 games over 500? This is a different team. Like,
Dude, we won 101 games. It was a different team. What do you understand? Like, what? There's like nothing. Like, it was a completely different
you
team.
were a first round exit.
Okay, because it was no one on the team had playoff experience.
Oh yeah, 3 games.
Now they have 3 games of
Oh,
playoff
the playoff
They
experience.
do. That's how it works. I mean, you guys, for Yankees fans, you're very content with the same exact lineup that got absolutely.
First of all,
I would like to say
absolutely
I have never been content.
nobody
I have been the
is
first person on the train to
nobody
say
is
that they
content.
suck. They've always sucked, and they're going to continue to suck until they change the way they do things, and they don't.
Exactly.
First of all, no one is content. Second of all, I feel better about this team because A, LeMahieu is back. And
No,
B,
but Judge is the captain, so
if we
so, like,
can
makes
get an
everything-
actual bat in left field that can make an
motivates
impact, I would be happy with our offseason.
I think if we find a way to get Brian,
Yeah, wait, no,
Reynolds,
you
it's
did
gonna
get
include-
one. You literally got.
wait.
a better
I think
10.
it's going to include losing Nestor, and that is a player that I am not willing to give
We're
up.
not
as a
trading
Yankee.
Nestor. That's
I
not
saw
even,
some rumors on Twitter
that's
that
not even in the question. They want pitching. They
I
do
know
want
that's what I'm saying, which means it might mean that they want Nestor, but I want.
And the Mets got rid of James McCann. That's like
New York
literally the
Mets
best thing.
2023 payroll is $295 million. That's like without tax. And then they're paying like 110 in tax.
That's definitely cap. I'm pretty sure it's upwards of
500.
350.
No?
I'm pretty sure
South,
before tax it's like
that's
350.
400 something.
I don't know what I'm looking at then. Let's look at
Well, they didn't officially sign for
376. No, 390. Wow.
They
Oh,
didn't
no,
officially
that's,
sign.
no, that's a
for it.
luxury tax. Okay, 376. And the Yankees are at 292.
And they're
I
both
can't wait to
still
watch-
not going to win a World Series.
I can't wait to watch Carlos Correa like bat flip on the Yankees when they play.
The Mets literally signed my least favorite player of all time, and I'm happy about
I mean,
it.
I think he's
Because
not
he
here.
didn't.
Because
Black
you're a
Lives
salty
Matter.
Yankees fan who can't get over something that happened 6 years ago.
He's still a cheater.
It was 4 years ago, but whatever.
It actually happened.
2017.
It happened twice.
2019 is the one I'm more mad about.
I'm more about 2017.
All right, whatever. Doesn't matter. Fuck Carlos Correa. He's a cunt,
No,
little bitch.
but Judge is the captain now, so it's actually gonna make everything.
Dude, Greg's Mets hate or Yankees hate today is just like off the
It's
chart.
awesome. They're gonna be so bad this year. Like I'm gonna
We
love it.
won 99
Right, they're-
games last year.
They're
Okay,
not gonna be
because
so
you had
bad.
you literally had like the greatest first half, like
With-
known to man.
With
Like
the
that was
same
like, the
team we have
luckiest-
right now.
Exactly, and look what happened when they actually played the full games. Like they sucked. Like the second half, they sucked.
They still over
Like they
162
came back.
games.
They came back to earth.
Over 162 games. They
Okay,
won
okay.
99
You
games.
think Judge is gonna have a 1.1 OPS again with 62 home runs?
Do you think everyone that played awful last year is going to play awful again?
Yes, because they are awful.
So then why is
You,
it
you,
Judge
oh,
good?
so you think Josh Donaldson's gonna have a better year?
No,
Josh
if Josh Donaldson
You think I
starts
can't-
field for more than half of the games next
They
year,
were
I'm
all-
gonna blow my brains
I
out.
think LeMahieu will play a lot better than he did last year. I hope Hicks can at least do something.
Dude, your
No, Hicks
infield
sucks.
is Anthony Rizzo, who's mediocre. DJ LeMahieu, who's 37
who
years
was
old.
third in MVP?
37 years old. What, third in MVP in 1942? Like, he's like 37 years old. Then you have
He's
Isaiah
like 35.
Falefa at shortstop. Oh, 35, my bad.
Wait,
And then
hold
you
on.
have Josh Donaldson at third base.
Yeah.
Well, first of
there's a lot
all,
of holes
our
in the
our-
offensive lineup.
our-
I know.
First of all, Gleyber
know.
Torres had a very good second half and playoffs. Our shortstop should be either Anthony Volpe or
Peraza.
Oswald Peraza. Our third baseman should low-key be Oswald Peraza, or we're going to get a third baseman. Our left fielder
Oh, we're just going to get one.
should be getting someone.
It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
I'm not content right now, but I'm saying if we can make some more moves, then we're going to be just fine.
I think
Who
we
in
should
the-
just go and spend $500 million.
Who in the American League?
Yeah, I think you
Who,
should.
who's good in the American League? Besides the
Oh,
Astros.
the reigning in World Series champions.
Besides the Astros.
The rest of our the Rays and Blue Jays are still good teams.
Right,
Blue
the Rays
Jays got
took a step
better.
back. The Blue Jays are a good team. The Red Sox took a step back. The Orioles are nowhere near.
Oh,
us.
the Red Sox took a big step back.
Who? But like
The Orioles got James McCann. So.
who? Like why?
I know they were playing a little
Who's-
bit better than
who's
they
stopping
really
the
are, but the
American
second
League
half of
East
the
from having
season, the
three
Orioles
teams?
were very solid last
Who's
year.
stopping the American? Like who's gonna make the wild card? That's not from the American League East. Like is it not going to be 3 teams again?
We did almost lose to the Guardians.
They're going to win their division.
The White Sox.
The White Sox are always in the conversation. Yeah, the Angels have the 2 best players in the
The
league.
Angels
Like,
I don't believe the Angels are going to make the playoffs until I see it. He's 34. DJ LeMahieu. He
Good
just
shit.
signed Carlos Correa until he's like 50.
Okay, the Yankees are obviously going to make
Oh,
the
I
playoffs.
forgot we're in the 12th year.
That's not the concern. The concern is not whether or not the Yankees are going to make the playoffs. It's can they win in the playoffs? And right now,
The
they
concern is what is going to happen in October. It's the same thing that's happened year after year.
The same thing's gonna
The
happen to the
Bronx.
Mets.
yeah, it's
It's not though because we actually.
Dude, you're not gonna be able to
Something
sign it. You're actually gonna lose Pete Alonso.
Dude, that's in like 2 years. Who cares?
all right. That was fun.
Why would we lose Pete Alonso? Like,
Yeah. that was
What do you mean,
Their payroll is already $500 million.
dude? Steve Cohen doesn't
Dude,
care.
how much more can you spend?
Dude, he's literally like. You act like all the baseball owners aren't like this, but they're just
No,
They don't
the
care about
baseball
the
owners
team.
don't like Steve Cohen because it puts pressure on them to spend that much money.
exactly. Steve's good for the game.
He's good for the fans. He's not good for the owners. Do you know how much shit?
So are you a fan or are you a owner?
I'm not a fan of the Mets.
He's good for all the fans.
I just think the Mets are gonna Met. Like,
I just think the Mets are gonna Met.
speaking of that, I'm just gonna give my hot take right now.
All right.
Mets are gonna be a
Spitball
wild
takes
card
time.
team. The,
Yeah,
Mets are a wild card team. Is my hot take. I don't know who's gonna do it, whether it's the Phillies or the Braves. The Phillies or
The
the Braves.
Braves are irrelevant. They lost Dansby Swanson.
Dude, the Braves. You said that. This was my spitball take last year.
That's
kind
cap. I said the Phillies. I said the Phillies were irrelevant last year. The Phillies were irrelevant
The
last year.
Mets are going to be a wild card team, and you said who's beating us, and I said the Braves.
I said the Braves would be close.
Okay, well I said the Braves would
They
actually
were more than
beat them. They
close.
did. And the same thing's
We
gonna happen
actually
this year,
tied,
because the Mets are
No,
gonna.
they had the tiebreaker though, so they won the
but we
division.
tied. So.
Who have the Mets added on the offense besides Correa?
I mean, we have Francisco Alvarez coming back. I don't think the offense
Coming back?
Or
I don't know. They kind of failed to score
Yeah.
runs a lot last year for a certain pitcher that's no longer on the team.
bro, the runs are definitely not the problem last year.
I'm just saying they added Carlos Correa, who I mean he's still a great player, but like, is he a
Fuck
difference?
Carlos
That much of a difference maker?
Fuck 'em.
And their rotation definitely got deeper. I'll give you that. I
And
just thought, what?
and better.
Overall better, but I mean you're losing DeGrom. Like DeGrom at his peak is the best pitcher in the league.
But we
How
haven't seen
often
this
is
peak
DeGrom at
since
his peak?
2021.
I just don't believe it until I see it from the Mets. That's all I'm saying. It's like the Jets. They're never gonna make the playoffs as long as they're still the Jets. The same thing.
Poor Tess.
Don't act like you knew the Jets. Like you knew the Jets were gonna jet at some point.
Jet.
Dude, the season isn't over. They can still make it.
That's my spitball take. I'm repeating my correct spitball take from last year.
I was doing a 2-4.
Like breaking
Alright.
news.
Sports
Breaking
takes.
news.
They're always have to be sports takes.
No, they could be just takes.
Giants signed linebacker Landon Collins off practice squad to active roster.
Yeah, that's not breaking. That happened like hours ago.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, is Jason going now?
Here's my hot take. You know, with Lunchables, I think I think the pizza Lunchable is the best Lunchable there is. But like, you don't cook it; you like eat it cold.
That was the greatest. Yeah, that was applause.
He wins.
That was the greatest. He really just came in and was like, Tess, I'm gonna do your job way better.
Okay.
I was like, I didn't add any conversation to like these sports, so like, I'm gonna make my own path. You know.
Yeah, I like it. I wasn't a big Lunchable guy personally.
No, I mean my parents were they would never let me get Lunchables.
Yeah, my
Why?
parents actually cared about my health as a child, so
Same.
I didn't eat Lunchables.
There's three Lunchables. You have the ham and cheese and cracker
Dude,
one.
ham and crackers is awful. Like that's
Which
not
is
even
like-
a lunch.
It's like okay, you know, for the kids that grew up in the streets like me, all right, pal.
Yeah.
Dude, we
Yeah,
grew up in the same town.
Shut up. Then you have the nachos, which it's a
I don't
fan.
think I've ever had a nachos lunchable. from
And
Dan's.
personally, I like the pizza.
I think the pizza and the ham and cheese were the most common, but the
I think-
nachos
I-
sounds the best.
I think
Terrible.
pizza is right. I don't know how much of a hot take that is.
All right, fuck you, Sal. All right. I'm gonna go. Here's another hot take. Then I'm gonna go tits over ass.
2 for 1. Oh, man. That was the greatest 30 seconds in Spitballz
Who
history.
is this?
Here's a curveball for you. Feet in the middle there.
Pete? Bro, I was talking about his fetishes on Spitballz.
Dude, Tess is gone. Like, we have a new host.
You just need to clip this part for TikTok and
Yeah, I'm going to.
I know, we know.
That and the Mets won 102 fucking games last year.
They won 101.
Whatever he said, I don't remember. All right, am I going?
Sure.
Okay. Regardless of what happens in the college football playoff, the preseason AP poll next year will open up with the Michigan Wolverines as the #1 team in the country,
Regardless.
regardless of who wins in any.
What if they
get
don't
destroyed by
get a
TCU?
first down?
What if they don't get a first down? All right. They dominate the transfer portal as always because for some reason they're just the best in the transfer portal. So they're beefing up their offensive line again to dominate the country again. They're returning their quarterback and either Donovan Edwards or I heard rumors that Blake Corum might stay, which is retarded, but it might happen. So we're going to have 2 of the top 10 preseason Heisman candidates, most likely, regardless whoever our starting running back is.
JJ is not going to be a top 10 Heisman.
Yes, he is. He'll be in the top 10. At the start of the season, he will be a top 10 candidate. And then our defense was incredibly young this year. And we added a couple transfers on defense too. So both sides of the ball are going to be better this year than they were last year.
All right.
And we dominated Ohio State this year. So I don't see why we won't be one of the best.
I simply don't know enough about college football to argue this.
I just don't think that an SEC team isn't going to be #1.
SEC bias.
Yeah,
Exactly.
the SEC bias is horrific, but Michigan's gonna be fucking good next year, I think. And I just sometimes them, especially if Michigan, we assume Michigan probably gonna beat TCU.
No.
I know you don't think so, but
Just assume, Frank.
it might happen if they. At the very least, if it's like a close game with Georgia, even if they lose, Georgia correct me if I'm wrong, but they're losing a lot this offseason.
Yeah, but what if
they always reload because they're an SEC team, but you take a more experienced team over a young team, usually.
Is that true, Frank?
Yeah. So
is Bama not going to be like back next year? Like, are they going to have it down?
I mean, Bama. It's hard to. They'll be Bama. They'll be good, but
Like, are they not
they
going
are
to?
losing Bryce Young, who is the best quarterback in the country. So they'll probably get a new best quarterback in the country, but
Jalen Milroe.
yeah, but he'll be unproven to start.
All right.
So they'll be like 4 to start the season.
All right. Yankees finishing 3rd in the division this year.
Shut the fuck up. He literally he doesn't even believe his hot takes. He just makes them to piss
Bro,
off.
I believe
Third?
this. I believe this.
Wait, all right. Give me the record, and are they going to make a wild card then?
Yeah, they'll sneak at the wild card. It's like,
How
They'll
many?
sneak in.
Who? Blue Jays and Rays?
yeah. Rays are going to win it. Blue Jays are going to be second.
I never know how to feel about the Rays because they're always so bad on paper, and then like sometimes they're great, and sometimes they're just average.
They always make the playoffs. So.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to be a 100-win team or a 90-win team.
What do you think
Yeah,
about that, Jason?
Because when you think about it, one of the big problems with the Yankees last year was the bullpen. And what did the Yankees do to fix that?
They got healthy.
They got
Absolutely
healthy.
nothing.
No, they got
All
healthy.
their
anything.
bullpen,
Their bullpen was so
came
depleted
back.
by the end of the season.
Dude,
In
their
the
bullpen
beginning of the
is
season, their
nuts.
bullpen was incredible.
Who's that guy? Michael King? Isn't he going to be out all next year? Didn't he?
Their bullpen is not like bad.
Michael King, didn't he have to get Tommy John?
All right. Their biggest
Maybe
problem
one guy.
last year was their inability to score runs. It was not the bullpen. The bullpen didn't help late in the season.
Their
but
bullpen when it was healthy last year was top 3.
especially in the beginning of the year, they were very good.
That's why we won 50 games in the first month.
Yeah, they're going to come back down to earth like they did in the second half.
Their bullpen didn't come back down to earth. They got hurt.
Yeah, they did.
No, they got.
Who was that?
No, they got hurt.
No.
They lost Michael
what's
King,
the-
and then everything went down the drain.
No,
Basically.
dude.
Clay Holmes.
Clay Holmes, yeah.
He got
He was
hurt.
terrible in the second
He
half.
got hurt and then
He
was
wasn't
terrible.
hurt.
Yes, he got hurt, came
blamed
back, and
being
was
terrible
terrible.
on hurt.
And then and then he went into the playoffs as
Mhm.
our closer and did amazing.
We'll just have to see.
Dude, I'm so hyped for baseball season.
I
I can't wait.
we have so much before baseball season. We have
Because Frank is
New Year's
realistic
Six.
Yankees fan who understands the team is absolutely terrible.
You act like I'm not a realistic fan.
all right. We have New Year's Six bowls. We have national championship. We have NFL playoffs, and then we have March Madness, and then we could talk about baseball. All
We
right,
also have the NHL playoffs, but that's during.
and NHL, but that's during base. But like that's also more important than the first 3 months of baseball season too.
Oh, World Cup just finished, guys.
Oh yeah, we can talk about that.
Dude,
Sal.
I was so close.
I was rooting
close.
for France. I think Mbappe
Did not make it.
Yeah, no,
Mbappe
Mbappe's
is
like I don't know any soccer players, but Mbappe's my favorite player now.
Yeah, he's sick.
Jason, can we get another hot take? I liked your first take.
Just one more.
Let's look. So when we're shaving the pubes,
All right, now this episode is over.
Wait, no, I want to hear the end.
Dude, no one,
we're gonna start
to
with
hear
the,
that.
with a scissor trim, and then we're gonna go razor. I'm not
We're
gonna.
gonna start with the scissor trip.
No, that one I 100% agree with.
that even
That
a
was a
hot
10 out of
take?
10.
Is there another option?
W.
Oh, man.
W for Jason.
Yeah,
Goodbye, everybody.
big dubs.
All right. Thanks for watching.